name's Susan, and this is my channel, Susan's Road Less Traveled, and I'm recording this in the middle of a week, mid-June. And this is in reference to an update on my status with Alice, the VW bus, and kind of some movement that I've had. So it's been 2 months since, just about 2 months since I had her transported back from Gulfport, Mississippi to South Carolina after I had the blow up on the highway. And when I did get her back, we made the determination to drop the engine and dismantle all the parts, because in conversation with the builder of the long block back in California, it had to go back in order for them to determine, on their side what the issue was with the fail. And so we did that. It's been about 3 weeks since we sent it back, and this past weekend, so about 5 days ago, I had received some further communication from the person that I'm working with, that's kind of the middle person, with regard to what the builder's determination was. And right, wrong, or indifferent, they came to the conclusion that we had total detonation on the engine due to an improper and insufficient carburetor. Now, we don't agree with that assessment, but that therein lies the fact that the engine's not warrantyable. Now, it wasn't technically anyway, because the warranty paperwork indicated that it was warrantyable within 12 months or 12,000 miles from date of purchase, and date of purchase was end of December 2021. So by the time I had detonation, I was 4 months past that 12-month deadline. So we were running a 32 DFEV progressive carburetor on a 1900 cc. That carburetor's been used on many other engines successfully, so I don't know that that's maybe the total problem, if at all the problem. Also, the other thing that was mentioned was maybe some timing issues. In any case, the engine is being refurbed again. And when I received kind of this update of information, I gave my friend a call who had done the work and asked him, here's what they're saying. Are you in on rebuilding? And to his credit, and I completely respect his decision, he said no. He's not interested in putting it together again. And so that's a little daunting, but I completely understand the situation. And he doesn't agree with the assessment. He's been doing this for 45 years. So I'm a newbie. I'm just still trying to learn all of this kind of stuff. And so I completely and utterly have no animosity to that decision. However, I did have to find another mechanic. And so my initial communique to the builder was, I can't take this engine back because I don't have anybody to work on it. And I'm going to have to take a loss because I don't have a mechanic. And so that's not an option. I have to take it back, even if I store it in the bus, which isn't an option. So a couple of days ago, I hearkened to a business card that I had in my wallet for probably about 2 years. And I had run into a gentleman at my work who's a VW person, and he and I got to chatting, and he had mentioned that he works with this gentleman that's about an hour away from me. And I had this guy's card. And so I called him 2 days ago in the afternoon, and he picked up the phone. I explained my situation, asked him if there was any way I could go down yesterday, which was my day off, and just meet with him and kind of further go into it in a little more detail, show him the parts that I have that we had upgraded on the block, that I'm still obviously holding, and would he be interested in helping me out and putting this back together. And so long story short is, yes, So yay for that. So super nice gentleman, and I'm really excited to work with him on, seeing what we can do with this. So the other thing that he agreed to as well was to receive this block back, which I have to take back. So I had the ability to be able to notify the builder that, okay, I found somebody and here's the address. So the blocks was being tested earlier this week. It'll probably be ready to roll by the end of the week, and we'll get it shipped back out again. And now I've got somebody that will be able to receive that. And then we'll go forward from there. So the only thing that I was asked to delay was towing the bus to him, because he's got some other projects. I'm assuming, if I'm not mistaken, he had about 8 bugs lined up in the shop, a couple other buses sitting outside, etc. So he did ask me to just pend towing the bus for 2 weeks, and so I've got about 2 weeks from today, and I'll get that managed. So, and the engine will probably drop about a week before that. So I'm thinking by the end of June, we might get, or early July, we'll maybe start rolling on looking at and piecing together what we've got and kind of seeing block-wise whether it's workable in his mind, and I'll defer to his expertise, and he's also been doing this for about 45 years. VW mechanics are a dying breed, and I hate to see that, because they're such cool cars, and just people don't want to work on them, and the parts are becoming sparse, and I hear from my other friend that a lot of the parts that are coming are from China, and they're garbage, and nobody wants to work with them, and they just don't hold up, and create bigger problems. So anyway, so that's my update. Here's some pictures of what was termed total detonation. Yikes.